Who is
Gary MacDonald?
Gary Wayne MacDonald, born December 15th, 1953, is a freestyle swimmer from Canada who won a silver medal in the men's 4x100 meter medley relay at the 1976 Summer Olympics in Montreal. He did so alongside Graham Smith, Clay Evans, and Stephen Pickle. Gary was the Canadian record holder in the 50-meter freestyle as well. He also won 2 silver medals in relay events in the 1975 Pan American Games. MacDonald currently lives in Halifax, Nova Scotia. He was the head coach of the Halifax Trojan Aquatic Club until his retirement in 2004, a position he held for 22 years. He was an assistant coach with the Dalhousie University Tiger Varsity Swim Club for 11 years. In September 2015, he became the Acadia University head coach for the Axemen and Axewomen varsity swim team. The Gary MacDonald Park was recently opened in Mission, named after him. Nowadays, Gary has one goal, and that one goal is to
head to the top.
We asked him, how are you going to do this? And the answer he gave us was pretty simple.
Next year will be movement year because we've got a great list of recruits.
Now, the swim program that Gary has built is structured in a way where there's tons of training time in the pool, as well as making sure his athletes hit the gym. If you get stronger on land, you'll get faster in the water. He makes it clear from day one that you need to enjoy yourself if you're going to succeed. So he makes sure the axemen and axewomen get some time to have some fun. Gary took time out of his day on a Friday night to sit down with us and answer some questions about his past.
I grew up on the West Coast in a little town called Mission, BC, from British Columbia, so I stayed half my life out there, and I've been out here on the East Coast for about 33 years now. I'll be turning the big 65 this December. So I was what you would call a summer club kid. I started in my hometown. The only reason we had summer club because we didn't have an indoor pool. So I started when I was about 8 years old. Probably the 50 free. I had 2 coaches that had a big impact. My club coach was a guy named Derek Snelling. He coached the Canadian Dolphin Swim Club, which was my home club. He was a world-renowned coach. And my university coach, Paul Savage, he was probably the first one to help develop me into the swimmer that I became. I started coaching fairly soon after I graduated from college. So I was at York University, and I was just about to go into teaching, and a coach that they had hired decided not to show up, and they needed someone in the lurch, and I took over, and from there it was history. I enjoyed it so much that I made it a career. Olympics are, bar none, the biggest event and memory that I have in my lifetime. It's what you dream about, and I got to go in '76 in Montreal, and just being part of it was amazing, but to actually swim on a relay that won a medal was gravy. And I can't say enough about just the excitement of being there and seeing all these famous athletes from other sports, and then specific to my own sport, seeing all these superstar swimmers that you read about, and all of a sudden I was there with them. So my Simon Fraser training, which was probably my first big push into winter swimming, we were training pretty tough. We trained 10 times a week, every morning, every night. And strength and conditioning wasn't as big back then, but we did that twice a week. So pretty big. And then when we went to the club team, pretty much the same thing. Every morning, every night, we probably swam 4 hours a day, and it was a pretty big commitment.
Well, thank you for your time.
Oh, thank you. Good luck.
Awesome.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel RussellMuscle, 2 S's, 2 L's, no spaces.